Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please gather your drinks and your attention. My name is Katie, and I have the incredible honour of standing here today as the maid of honour, but more importantly, as the proud sister of our beautiful bride, Charlotte. Honestly, it's a little surreal standing here, celebrating this amazing day with all of you. Now, it's not traditional to allow the women to have a speech, but come on now. I was going to wrangle a microphone, and I would love to see someone try and stop me. Let's talk about Charlotte. You see, Charlotte and I have shared a lifetime of memories. We grew up together, navigating the ups and downs of childhood, those humbling teenage years and beyond. And if there's one thing that's always bonded us, it's our love of theatrics. From belting out Disney classics as kids to trying and failing to hit those high notes in karaoke bars. Watching theatre shows and loving drama. Charlotte is one of a kind. She's on this mission. No, it's going to be ugly. Okay. Thank you. She's on a mission to leave this world better than how she found it, and by God she will. Charlotte has many abilities. Oh, just need a minute. The one that everyone will be grateful for is her ability to humble me. You understand me better than anyone else in the world, and sometimes even better than I understand myself. You make my bad days good and my good days better. I really hope that there is truth in the saying you are who you surround yourself with, because there is no one else in the world that I would rather resemble than you. Oh my God, I'm like, you booing. My gratitude to you goes beyond words. I am the person I am today because of your support, love and guidance, and you're the most generous, kind and thoughtful person, not only to me but to anyone that is lucky enough to cross your path. When writing this, I find it extremely difficult to select one memory that encapsulates the relationship we have. Chalk and cheese, I would say, or tofu now. A vegan joke. Growing up after hearing about the perfect child might create some resentment, but no lies. We're told she is truly angelic, and all that are lucky enough to meet her immediately become enamoured with her. She gave my parents some false hope. Sorry, Sarah and Steve. Charlotte's ability to be positive, organised and calm was formed from our youth. We were lucky enough to have lots of holidays, and on these holidays we created shows. Now, Sarah and Steve were on the bevs, obviously. We were creating Tony-worthy performances that we forced them to watch and clap at every time. After a couple more gin and tonics, you might get a preview. That is why I knew Josh was for you. When I saw him after a long summer's day of Tattersall drinking, he picked you up and sung as Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Nay, he belted Gaston's song and truly embodied him. It was then that I knew I had some competition. Now to Josh. If you do not know me, I'm pretty difficult to impress and please. When I heard about Josh and was told he was hilarious, a great dancer, and Charlotte loved him, I was like, that's my thing. After this raving review, I would not lie to you all. Josh and I's friendship got off to a difficult start. And what can make this better? Living in a confined space during an international pandemic. What could go wrong? Bickering and bitching, Charlotte had to bring us together and stated we need to try and live with one another. Since then, we both made an active effort to understand one another. And what I've learned is that Josh is incredibly kind, generous and funny. He can do an amazing worm, hopefully we'll see it tonight, and is energetic. He is literally a golden retriever. He rightfully worships the ground Charlotte walks on. They're both F1 nerds, Hamilton and Yumi at Six fans. She cooks, he eats. He shouts at Liverpool and she has learnt the Mo Salah chant. They love their bunnies and their little families beyond adorable. Upon reflection, it was jealousy to think that someone had been my soulmate since birth and had another partner in crime, and it was difficult to face. However, Josh has shown me time and time again I was not losing my sister but gaining a brother. Sorry. Oh my God, I'm proper emotional. Josh has been a brother to me for years and years, and honestly, I've never laughed as much as I do when the three of us are together. And I'm delighted it's now official. So let me be the first to say welcome to the family, although you've never not been a part of it. Your love and commitment to each other is so inspiring. Oh my God, I'm proper even to a pessimistic person like me, and it's been so special to watch your relationship unfold. I wish you both a lifetime of happiness, understanding and joy. Wait. I'd like to invite everyone to raise their glasses to the happy couple. Here's to Charlotte and Josh. Oh, I just threw it down myself. Thank you. Right, now all look away.
Welcome to Agreco Farm. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Good turn the temperature down just a little bit. That'd be nice for a Scotsman. We're here to celebrate the wedding of Charlotte and Josh. For those of you who don't know me, I am Charlotte's dad. Now, I'm a Glaswegian. I've been in the army, been in the police. I thought it was hard until I saw her today. Cry like a baby. I'm sorry, darling. Before I start, I'd like to say, I'd like everybody to raise a glass to those friends who didn't make the cut, and to the family that can't be with us, in particular Josh's granddad, Ivan. And Nanny, Margaret. Margaret and Ivan. And the friends that didn't make the cut. Right, sorry about that. There'll be no more tears. Right, so our father of the bride speech is a difficult one. Do you talk about your beautiful daughter, or do you take the mickey out of your new husband? So I've decided to talk about Charlotte. As I've been on the stag do, and I've been out drinking with Josh. I've seen him dancing. Ain't no challenge there. Charlotte, you look beautiful every day, but today, my darling, you blew it out of the water. When Charlotte was born, she arrived early. I think she was in a hurry to save the planet. But for those of you who know that Charlotte, you'll know that as the first and only time she's ever been on time. She was a model child. She rarely cried. She slept all night. She made me and Sarah, my beautiful wife, by the way. She made us think that parenthood was a walk in the park. That's not the case, is it, Katie? So as many of you know, I love my golf. So I came up with a plan to play more golf. I needed to teach the girls to play golf. So I bought the Charlotte a little set of pink clubs, and up to the driving range we went, both Katie and Charlotte. Yeah, they were bored within 20 minutes. So they said, oh, we want to dance, Dad. We want to sing. We want to dance. So I enrolled her in the dance classes. Where's Holly? Hi, Holly. With Holly. Every other night they're in there dancing away. And then at the end of each term, they have a dance recital. Any dads here who've been to a dance recital, or mum and dads? It's carnage. The old kids think they're on Strictly. It's like herding cats. Didn't ever understand it. But that's when we saw that Charlotte had, what do you call it, a theatrical side to her. So Charlotte decided that she wanted, after her schooling, she decided she wanted to go travelling. And one of the first stops, she said, was Thailand. So off she goes. Now, most people, when they go to Thailand, straight to the beach, party, party, party. Charlotte, I want to go to an elephant sanctuary and shovel elephant poo. So away she went. And it was after that, she decided, she came back, she said, I'm a vegetarian. I said, that's all right. Vegetarian's all right. And a couple of months later, she goes, I'm vegan. And so after I Googled what the hell was vegan, we embraced it. And today, you've got a vegan spread, and I am sure that you'll all love it. Well, you better. Charlotte went to university, studied music within the hope of becoming a performer. She quickly changed her mind, went into event management, has never looked back, and you forged a very successful career in event management. Well done, darling. Charlotte then decided she was going to start dating, and off to the internet she went. I'm not going to tell you which site. You can swipe left or you swipe the other way. And then she announced one day she was going on a date with a footballer from Brighton. Josh. Charlotte introduced Josh to the Tattersall family. Now, Aaron started to get a feel for the Tattersall family. You can't drink, you're not in. Oh, yeah. So it was a barbecue at our house. Josh turns up, sleeveless vest, armpit hair everywhere, a large quiff and a vape. But Charlotte liked him anyway. After a short period of time, Josh started to change. He went from vaping, meat eating, beer drinking young man to a non-smoking vegan, one spritzer drinker. He still thinks he's in charge. Then, as Katie mentioned, COVID came along. Charlotte and Josh and the family, we were out for a family walk, and he asked if they could move in with us. I said, of course. He said, it's only for a couple of months. Well, a year later. But they wanted to save money so they could get their first place. And we, of course, said yes, they did. They arrived with all their belongings and a vegan fridge. Thank God. Can't pronounce what's in that stuff. This time allowed us to really get to know Josh and his need to sing show tunes or Disney tunes all the bloody time. After that year, they managed to buy their first property and start a new chapter in their life. So one day, Sarah gets a call from Josh. He said, can I come around and pop round and see you? Bear in mind, pop round. He lives in Hove. We live near Gatwick. So she said, yeah, of course, come round. So I'm upstairs. I'm just about to jump in the shower. And Sarah says, Steve, you need to come downstairs. I said, I'm a bit busy. She said, come downstairs. So I come down in my towel, just my towel. And Josh says, I want to marry your daughter. I said yes, because I felt a little bit vulnerable at that time, to be fair. Charlotte, your mother and I love you very dearly. We're so proud of you and all you've achieved in your life so far. Josh, we welcome you into our family with open arms because you have the love you have for my daughter. You're a compassionate and caring young man and have enriched all our lives. I'd leave the worm alone, by the way. I know that you both make each other very happy, and we wish you every success in the future together, darling. So please, can I ask you all be upstanding? Raise your glasses to my daughter and my son, the bride and groom.
Hello, everyone. On behalf of my wife and I, we would like to welcome you all to our special day and thank you all for coming. We are thrilled to have so many of our family and close friends surrounding us today, and you have all travelled a long way to be here, and for that we are honoured. I can honestly say it wouldn't be the same without you all here today, although it would have been a lot cheaper. Special mention to the wonderful staff here at Agreco for making this place look absolutely stunning. And also to our wedding planner, Rue, who we couldn't have done this without. So my first toast is to the wonderful staff here making today possible. To Agreco. There's a few of these coming, by the way. Steve and Sarah, my new mother and father-in-law. Thank you for always making me feel welcome within your family. Steve, I didn't realise just how close we'd become until the day I came over to ask for your permission. Drive over, you answered the door with nothing but a towel on. Welcome me in, walked straight into the kitchen to hear what I had to say. It was only after the congratulations and lovely hug you decided might be the time to actually put some clothes on. On a serious note though, you have both raised a wonderful daughter, and I would like to thank you once again for everything you have done to help make today a reality. Today would not be possible without you two. To Steve and Sarah. Can I please ask everyone to put your hands together for Charlotte's bridesmaids and the maid of honour, Alex, Matt and Katie. I'm sure you'll all agree they look absolutely stunning, especially you, Matt. I want to thank them all for their support they've given Charlotte into making sure she has a wonderful wedding and a great hen do. Through you all, I've gained new friends, family, and a new sister. Thank you all. To the bridesmaids. I'd fill up now if you're running low. To my parents, I'm pretty sure everyone here would like to thank you for producing an incredible son. Thank you all for being there, and thank you for everything you have done for me. Times have not always been easy, but to have you all here supporting me and Charlotte means an absolute big deal. I honestly couldn't imagine it any other way. So thank you all, and I love you all. So to my parents. Thank you to my groomsmen, Sean, Josh, and Carl. I owe so much of my life to you boys. I can hand in heart say that if I ever needed anything, I know you'd always be there, and for that means the world. I hope you all know I am always there for you too. So to my groomsmen. To my side here is my best man, Aaron. Please make him feel welcome by heckling him continuously during his speech. Thank you for taking on the role of being my best man and for standing by my side today. I'm truly grateful for everything you've done for me over the years. I certainly wouldn't be the person I am today without your help and guidance. Thank you for organising a great stag do. I think it's safe to say everyone enjoyed themselves. And despite the embarrassing outfit, I think you were very kind to me. I'm very thankful that I didn't wake up one morning chained to a lamppost. I'm sure you've got some interesting stories lined up. Can't wait to relive that all again, but thank you for everything. To the best man. Now, my last thanks. I actually had two scenarios for this, but she was on time today. So, as I say, for my last thanks, I turn to my right. A special thank you to my wife who turned up on time. For those who know Charlotte, you'll understand why this is such a monumentous occasion. This is a woman who has a habit of turning, "I'll be ready in 5 minutes," into a half-hour event. So you can imagine my surprise today when, for the first time in recorded history, she arrived right on schedule. I have to say, Charlotte, you really kept me on my toes today. Just when I thought I had you all figured out, you go and pull a fast one on me. But in all seriousness, this just proves what I've always known. You're full of surprises and always keep life interesting. I feel so lucky to have found someone that not only has the same sense of humour as me, but that is thoughtful and kind. Hold on. That was the wrong bit. Ignore that. Charlotte, where do I begin to say how much I love you and how happy I am to call you my wife? Words can't describe how beautiful you look today, and just knowing that I'm sharing the rest of my life with you makes me already feel like I've succeeded in life. We've been planning this wedding for well over a year now. Well, I say we. Charlotte actually did all the work. As one of the best things about being a man is that weddings just seem to organise themselves. Our story starts back in late March of 2018. We agreed to meet up in Brighton, and what started as a few drinks in a local gym bar turned into a full-on pub crawl, every man's dream. Charlotte played hard to get, though we kept on dating, and as the weeks passed and people began to ask about our relationship, it was met with a very long pause of thought and just the noise of, Nevertheless, my charm was too much to resist, and we decided... And we decided to mark our relationship with a fly or fall decision to book a holiday to Croatia. It was here that our relationship blossomed, and I realised that this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. I feel so lucky to have found someone that not only has the same sense of humour as me, but that is so beautiful and kind. I haven't always made the right decisions, but one thing I know for sure, marrying you is definitely one that I've got right. Thank you. We've come a long way together and had challenging times, but I feel we have taught each other so much along the way. No relationship is easy, and there will be challenges that lie ahead of us, but I can honestly say that in confidence, as long as we always face them together, we can do anything. You are my rock, and I love you with all my heart. Now, can I ask you all to stand and raise your glass to the bride and the love of my life, to Charlotte. Thank you. To Charlotte.
I'll go, is it? Well, that is a hard act to follow. A hard 3 acts to follow. I mean, first and foremost, thank you all for inviting us here. The bridesmaids, Josh, the groomsmen, everyone looks amazing. But I mean, Charlotte, star of the show, obviously. Quick round of applause again. I know it's been done, but let's do it again. And Greece is a big draw, right? So everyone wants to come here. It's great. The scenery's amazing. The venue's spectacular. But I mean, I speak for the stag party in particular. We're all here for one person that we love. We met at different times in our lives, had some really good times. He's hit us emotionally. We feel like we're going to be friends forever. It's someone that we really, really, really care about. So just a quick raise of the glasses to you as well. To Steve. Steve is the man. Steve's the man. It's been a long 8 weeks. It's felt like a lifetime. So I met Josh 2016. We started working at a company that some of you might know. Some of you won't, regardless. I went in there on Dress Down Friday wearing a suit, felt like an idiot. And I could feel that maybe there was someone in the office that needed some company, essentially, because they asked me 2 questions. Can you start on Monday? Do you like football? And I was like, bit weird. Just because we're friends doesn't mean we're going to like football. Fast forward 3 months, we're going on holiday to watch football in Barcelona. Went quite well. We managed to get there, nearly missed the flight. Second day, we're going out. So second day's the big one, right? Saturday is the big one. We've had the time of our lives. We're woke up a little bit wavy. Liverpool versus Tottenham. He was a Liverpool fan that week or Brighton? Liverpool fan, I think. So we head out. There's a group of girls on the corner. I'm like, I've seen this before. Just hold on to all of your belongings when you walk past them, because they might be prostitutes. No problem with that. Fine, whatever. But they also might be pickpockets. Everyone's got a second job these days, right? So we go past. I'm like, hang on to belongings. Hang on, you'll be fine. I'm there holding on to everything that I have. You did as well. Did well. As soon as they were interested in us, I was like, this is a trap. And anyway, so we head out to La Rambla. So we're going out for the evening. If anyone knows Josh during his Despacito phase, which was awful. You say Disney show tunes, it was nothing but Despacito. So we walk past a club, Despacito playing, belter. We're going in, great time, perfect. Go to the bar, 2 sambucas, 2 tequilas. Josh is like, I'll pay. I was like, well, this is a fucking miracle anyway. Takes his phone out to pay, tries to. My phone's not there. Anyway, context of this is that Josh knows no context, so that's the point that I'm getting to. I'll go on off a tangent. And then we're like, right, it's a work phone anyway, doesn't matter that much. We've lost a few photos, we've still had fun. We had the best day ever. First day was great. No photo evidence, thanks to you. So we go to work on Monday. Josh gets called in the office before Josh can go in the office. I'm like, if everyone knows Josh, buy the book. Never does anything wrong, ever. Testament, never does anything wrong, ever. Never means to do anything wrong, ever. So they take him in the office. He comes out looking quite proud of himself. And I'm like, I thought they were going to tell you off for losing the phone. And he's like, no, it's all right, it's fine. They called me in, said my phone has been used for terrorist activity. I was like, this is not a good start. That sounds bad already. He's like, no, I told him a prostitute took it in Barcelona. I was like, what else did you tell them? He was like, no, that was it. I was like, do you not realise how this sounds? I was like, he was like, shall I go back in and tell him? I was like, no, it looks like we've said something that didn't happen. But he has kind of learnt some semblance of context. And the point of this is actually his journey as a person. Because when I met Josh, he was you won't mind me saying, 21-year-old, fairly immature, fairly childish. Now you're 29, nearly 30, somehow more immature, somehow more childish. And the point was, he's kind of learnt a little bit. So after the stag do, Steve, Rob, everyone's on stag do, no stories came back. So someone has learnt something about what happens in Hamburg stays in Hamburg, right? But when we talk about the journey, the actual main crux of the journey is that I remember when Josh was going through, we'll call it a little bit of a phase. We'll call it a phase. Everyone goes through this phase. Some people go through this phase. I never went through this phase. You went through this phase. Like dating apps, whatnot. Steve alluded to it earlier. I mean, what we're going to say, we like make one up. We call it Kinder. There or thereabouts. You get a few surprises when it comes along that way. So, but when Josh started talking about Charlotte, I could tell things were different. They were very, very different. It was someone that, like how you were, I could tell that was a person that you valued so much more than many people you met ever in your life, and with completely good reason. Like after meeting Charlotte, I was like, the thing, like you're just like, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right? Steve, Sarah, you're amazing. You guys are amazing as well. And it was something that you pursued because I feel like deep down you knew it was going to be good for you. And it was so good for you. But the thing is, like, not to forget, Charlotte has not changed Josh. I know you say she changed it. She has changed him in some ways. No, she changed him in some ways. But she hasn't changed him as a person. The person that he is always the person he was. It was just making him the best version of himself. And that is what Charlotte has done completely. Like, when I see these guys together, like, me and Josh are quite similar. I don't know if you talk to us, you kind of get it. It's like sound bites. We say the same things at the same time. It's cliche, gets a bit boring. But when these guys are together, I've had the privilege of seeing these guys in essentially in a natural habitat, which sounds weird, but you rein him in when he needs reining in, but you also harness him when something he's doing is great, but you might be a little bit on the wrong direction. I was going to say inspiring and encouraging, but you completely ruined that with the speeches earlier because you said it yourselves. So, I mean, that's kind of where we are, right? What we're doing is celebrating maybe not even the mid-level. We're just celebrating where you started, where you came to, and now we're celebrating where you're going. Your relationship is perfect. Like, you two are so good for each other. I feel like I'm fuck. You've all seen this already anyway. I'm not only completely honoured to be your friend, let alone being your best man and speaking about this and seeing all these people that, like, these people wouldn't be here if they didn't love you guys so much. And we all do. Like, when you get in here, you just feel it. Like, as each person came in, you're just feeling how happy everyone is for you guys, and you feel the love. Like, when you guys walked up, well, when you walked down the aisle, I was actually not looking because it was too much. The one person I did not want to see was Steve, and he's gone to me. There you go, son. Pass me a tissue. I'm like, this is killing me. But if, like, seeing Steve like that, who's like the biggest man ever, like, we've all had a great day. These people would not be here if they didn't love you so much. And I'm like, words don't actually do it justice. The privilege that I feel to be part of this day, let alone speaking at this day. So I think, does this come to the last toast? We need to be filled up a little bit around here. Come on. Where are the people? Come on. Can we get a few of these, please? This is the biggest and most important toast. But I feel like you maybe did too many toasts, so it's your fault probably that we've run out. It's all right. I love you anyway. I'm actually going to wait as well until she does it, which is weird. We can wait. Oh. Yeah, all right, we can do that instead. That's like probably way better. Well, if anything says hurry the fuck up like that, then I completely understand it. So for probably not the last time today, the last official time today, raise your glasses for the most perfect couple you guys will ever meet. If anyone's not married, the bar is fucking high.